Indeed, it might be about 2 days. Well, let's see what's up with the old Seattle Kraken, shall we? We've seen the Hall of Fame inductees. Now it's time to figure out what this team is going to be and whether or not we're going to sell. Again, we lost some prospects. We gained some people that we shouldn't have. It all comes out in the wash for the old Kraken. Phrasing? Maybe? So let's just take a look here. Ooh, hello. Liam Cox-Smith. Random dude available on the free agent list. We'll pick him up. Jacob Trouba, Kevin Hayes, Vinny Trocheck, Sergei Bobrovsky. Still out there. Trocheck still wants about $5 million.
For you.
Kevin, thank you for the follow. Castleman dropping the raid. You love to see it. Oh, you love to see it. Time to sell a dropping the gifted sub. Castleman dropping that beautiful raid. You finally got me back. Honestly, I thought it would be as I was ending a stream. But you didn't get me on that one. Oh, but hello, everybody. From One Castleman Stream. Fantastic streamer, of course, that you guys should check out. I gotta drop that old shout out. How'd the stream go, buddy? It is good to see you. You caught us at a good time. Caught us at a good time. Just switching over from FIFA. Playing some games with some Deek Slayer.
Good for you.
Rich, I'll send you the link to said song. The music video is even better. The music video is even better, and you need to see it if you haven't.
For you.
Thank you guys again for the follows, by the way. I do appreciate it. Here you go, Rich. It's the link there. If you haven't seen that music video, it is amazing. It is amazing. But again, welcome everybody from One Castleman Stream. We have just switched over to One Franchise Hockey Manager 7. A lovely game on Steam. And we're heading into our second season with Seattle. Trying to not suck, although we might make the team suck. We're in an interesting spot. Things and stuff are happening. Trying to figure out if we want to sign the likes of Jacob Trouba. Kevin Hayes. Compliance buyouts were handed out, so a lot of these guys just got cut by the teams. And we don't have $5 million to spend. So, you know, chat, we might just have to blow this team up. We joked about it. It might actually be for the best to just blow this team up and aim for the future. Like, we do have a good mix of veterans and young players, but, like, cap-wise, too, we got some expensive deals on this team. It's going to be a tough call. We're not going to be able to do much in terms of, like, icing an AHL team. It's going to be a real tough call. Imagine how much money the Kraken would make if they actually made the jerseys available. Dude, I can't wait to buy both. Like, literally both. I am going to buy both. I like both of their jerseys. Probably treat it like Vegas. Mr. Cox-Smith yet to sign, which is unfortunate. Did Panarin host you? The bread is unreal. Well, you see, Dunno. I'm glad I didn't miss that. Check something here really quick. As the old autosave kicks in. It is kind of cold out. Ducks and Bruins turning out for Trent Frederick. Bruins fan, you dropped the follow at the perfect time because Trent Frederick just got traded, and that makes me sad. But we were able to sign Liam Cox-Smith. Fair enough. See if we can get to the preseason. We might as well see how this team can do. And then... Oh, sorry, I'm dog. I need to put down the freaking dog toy. We're going to see how this goes. I think we're going to see how it goes with this team, and then blow it up if we're terrible. We might as well just give it a shot, right? We might as well. Maybe. Possibly. Potentially. I still can't get over FIFA. Deek Slayer is a FIFA god. It was a beautiful time. It was a beautiful, beautiful time. Brad, what's going on, by the way? Hope you've been well. We sim to the preseason. Oh boy. I hope this team does well. Again, we made the playoffs in our first season. We got Winnipegged. We got swept in the first round, which wasn't ideal, but that's what happened. So no offense to Jets fans. Hello, M-Dog. What's up? Oh, don't go snooping for stuff, you goof. Don't you do it. I don't want to have to pull plastic out of your mouth. She ripped apart a dog toy earlier today. So we got the old squeaker. I mean, I don't know what to distract you with, other than like a piece of beef jerky, but then again, I don't want to stuff my face with beef jerky in front of people. Name like the Kraken allows for so many creative third jerseys designs. It does, but then they'll just be like Vegas and have an awful red jersey. So Edmonton have dropped Jeremias Lindeval. It's okay. Our August scouting update. We still basically have everyone scouted for the upcoming draft, too. Which is fantastic. Our scout has Michael Stenberg ahead of Connor Bedard. We'll see. Now I want beef jerky. Do you? Do you? Because it's right here. It's right here. And you want to know the cream of the crop in terms of beef jerky? That's right. I'm putting it out there. Bridgeford. Come on, Bridgeford. Let's make something happen. Screw Jimmy John's. Screw fucking other stuff I can't even think of because they're not worth it. It's all about Bridgeford. Matador? Pff. Bridgeford. It's delicious. Anyway. Developmental report. Atkinson, Francouz, Osterley, and Rumble regress. That's unfortunate. Kenzie Weegar's been traded for a third-round pick. Liljegren has re-signed with Toronto. Cole Sillinger signs with Dallas. Kent Johnson with New Jersey. Seth Jarvis with the Hurricanes. Roslovic signs back on with Winnipeg. Jack Links, there you go. Well, no, Jack Links it's got nothing. It's got nothing on Bridgeford. You don't even know. Try this shit. It's a revolution. Cameron, that is your real name. Bruins made another trade. They got Rudy Balcers. Teammate of Chris Rumble in real life. I'm having me some goddamn jerky. Because it's goddamn delicious. Cam, you go ahead and you die on that hill. And you'll die alone with subpar beef jerky. That's what'll happen to you. Furman, what's going on, by the way? I need at least another piece. I'm not going to sit here and devour a whole bag of this in front of you. You know? Exactly, Cameron. Exactly. Good catch, up. Good catch. House always wins. Alright, we are almost to the beginning of the preseason here. Which is nice. Almost. It's a beautiful thing, which means we get time for one more piece of jerky. Don't let anyone tell you I'm not professional, chat. I thought that was the Bruins acquiring Totally Spanish, not trading him. I'm very upset. Training camp developmental report. Dynamac improved quite a bit. Ethan Brown. Version. Big improvements for Dylan Jackson. Big improvements for Shane Willie as well. Rumble continues to regress. Here, we have to set our captains. So, training camp here, then. We know we're going to send down Mr. DeRitter. It really is the question. I think we got to start off with Hogberg being the guy. Got to give Marcus Hogberg a chance. Defense in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might as well go with Lettinen and Osterley. And forward-wise, we're going to send down Cox-Smith. Loan him to the Winterhawks for the year. Henry Rybinski will be sent down. Thomas Bordelot isn't going to make it. At a 1.5 stars. Send him down to the AHL. I hate to say it, Atu Ratu isn't going to make it either. I can loan him out to Karpat or play him in the AHL. What do you guys think? Probably send Ratu back home. Send him back to Karpat, I think is the best way to go. I think we'll send him back to Finland. See, we got Stud at a 2.5. Ryan Francis is going to be sent down to the AHL. Graham Clark is going to be sent down to the AHL. So we're a little bit weak on the right-hand side, at least in terms of natural right-wingers. Right now it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, yeah, 9, 12. Got to send down a couple of people still. Actually, do we? So let's see there. We have 13, 14, 15. Yeah, we got to send down one dude. Kind of a tough call here. I think, honestly, we send down Rosen, Nemesnikov, and Stud. At the very least, Nemesnikov. Gonna loan him to Sarnia. Isaac Rosen, we're gonna send back over to Lexans. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm going to call up one other dude. That'll be Sapishev. And actually, because I have faith in him developing, I don't want Stud sitting around. So we're going to send Stud back down to the AHL, where he was Player of the Year. And Logan Hutsko will be called up as a depth option, as will Anton Slapishev. I just don't want those younger dudes sitting around doing nothing on the team, basically. That just can't happen. So right now the team, we have about $14 million in cap space, actually. So now we can go take a look at the remaining free agents, which still includes quite a few guys. We actually have $7 million in cap space, it's telling me. Is there anybody still out there with potential? We do have a bunch of these 2.5-star potential guys. We did hire a coach. Our new head coach is John Cooper, formerly of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Again, after Gerard Gallant was hired and fired in 1 year for sitting Andrei Vasilevsky of all flippin' people. So let's go for some of the youth here. Let's go for Aguano, because we need to bring in some prospects here. Marcus Karlberg. Go ahead and sign you up. This dude, Nikita Volosenkov. Sign you up just to help fill out this roster. Let's see, we got Blake Murray. Again, let's just get some prospects in here, as opposed to our own. Alan McShane. Taste the Biscuit was one hell of a treat, wasn't it? It's incredible. I mean, our strat from this is constantly evolving. Originally, it was try to win the cup in Season 1, and then the team failed horrifically, and a lot of our players were looking for way too much money. So initially, it was try to stay competitive. And then people left. So it's kind of forced our hand into, alright, you know, we still have a good team. Maybe not as good of a team. So now we're going to see what happens with the club this season. And we'll make changes from there if we have to. Let's see, Anthony Iguana will go down to the AHL. Volosenkov we're going to loan out to Dynamo Moscow in the KHL. Dennis Busby will go to the AHL. And Dylan Coughlin will go to the AHL. There, Cole Fonstad we'll send down to the old Bitch Pigeons. Alan McShane will go to the Palm Springs Bitch Pigeons. Blake Murray will as well. And Marcus Karlberg will also go to the AHL. Okay, so we should be good here then. What do we have in terms of cap space? We have 7 million again. Perfect. Which means we can look at either Trocheck, Hayes, or Trouba. Maybe 2 out of 3. Okay, Trouba still wants about 5 mil. Hayes also wants about 5 mil. I think we can get one of the 3 here. I gotta let the dog out of the room really quick. Alright, chat, we'd be good. We'll let the dog out. Toog is the answer. So if we look here, defensively, there's no denying we could use Trouba. Instead of running with Lettinen or Osterley as our 6th defenseman, I think we have a little bit more of a need for Trouba above the other 2. Because in theory, it's Carlson, Rossi, Patrick, Larson at center. Yeah, I think we need to go for Trouba here. Not going to sign him to a 3-year deal. But let's see if we can bring in Trouba. First and foremost, let's meet the demand. Cut it down to 1 year. Give it about 5 million for the season. What about almost 525? Come on, Trouba, just have it be a 1-year deal. Alright, so 1 year at 5.5 for Trouba. And he signs. Tremendous. So now it's between Lettinen and Osterley. And I like Osterley a little bit more there. So Mikko Lettinen will be sent down. Trouba immediately became my top-rated defenseman, apparently. So that was a very good decision. I don't know now if we have the money after that send-down to still sign somebody. We don't. We only have about 3 million. So I think our roster is basically set. Our roster is basically set. Like, I don't hate it. And like I said, this season, what we're gonna look to do... Why did that not sort... Oh, because I went to 92 for some reason. What we're gonna look to do this season is see what the team can do. If they show signs of being decent and worth investing in, we'll invest, and if not, we'll blow it up. I still want to sign some of these dudes here to help fill out the AHL roster. So Joseph Garefa, former Kitchener Ranger, go ahead and sign him up. Jarrett Tishka, former Habs draft pick. I think he used to be a Thunderbird, so of course he'd want to play in Seattle. Martin Fasco Rudis, great name. Try to sign him. Jeremias Lindvall, who was recently cut. Try to sign him. Who else here? We have Lucas Kuhn. That is an unfortunate last name, but we'll still sign you. Andrew Casperson from Flower Mound, Texas. And last but not least, Nikolai Safronov. As the Russian-Kazakhstani nationalities. Okay. We should be fine. Let's send Garefa down. Send Lucas Kuhn down. Lindvall will loan out to Moto for the season. Vasco Rudis will send down. Safronov. And Andrew Kasperson, Jared Tishka as well. Alright, cool. So we are set then. I like it. The team's looking a little bit better here. In theory, of course. I don't really think we have anything to do or anything to check either. It's just a matter of seeing how this team is going to perform this year. So let's go to opening night of the season. We do have to name captains. Let's double check the leadership stat here. So it'll be in the mental ratings. So the best leader on the team is Oliver Ekman-Larsson. He could go from being bought out as the captain of the Coyotes to being our captain here. And then from there it's Atkinson, Jenner, McDonough. So McDonough's our captain right now. Let's see, the professionalism. Let's name Oliver Ekman-Larsson an alternate, and let's name Cam Atkinson an alternate as well. So OEL, Atkinson, and McDonough as our captain. Be the leadership of the team, and we will sim ahead to opening night. Cameron, yeah, it's fantastic. It's not perfect. There's still some issues here and there, but for the most part, yeah, this game is tremendous and does have a lot of what people wish EA had in their game. They unfortunately don't have a lot of it. What are you gonna do? We have picked up some injuries. That is not ideal. Jared McCann going to be day-to-day. Paul Mary also going to be day-to-day. Really? You can't just... I'm not supposed to be getting these messages. You're just supposed to be leaving me alone. Turn off commissioner mode. Don't tell me about this stuff. Just let me go. You're supposed to figure it out on your own, damn it. Fuck it. Call up Cole Fonstad and Graham Clark. Whatever. Let them play. Let them play. Historical rosters and such would be amazing, right? Imagine if NHL had that. Just being like, oh yeah, no, if you want to play... I mean, granted, the rights would be a nightmare, but I don't see why they couldn't do what FIFA does, where they're just like, oh, well, you were in our game in 2003, so by rights, we still somehow have the rights to you, and we can use that version of you. You know? It'd be amazing to be like, yeah, here's the entire 2001 season, but with NHL 21 graphics. Like, holy shit. That'd be absolutely incredible. Let's see, we got a bunch of those contracts done. Jordan Osterley needs to be assigned a number. I'll assign you that one. Nikita Nesterov tested the waters of Hollywood this offseason with the supporting role in the big-budget action film Revenge of the Screaming Eagles. He was all smiles at last month's premiere, posing on the red carpet for tabloid photographers. Unfortunately for Nesterov, the film did not enjoy the kindest of reviews. Critics have universally panned the movie, calling it the modern-day Ishtar. Ouch. Nestorov's acting was not well received, and one critic calling his performance as Staff Sergeant Frank Grimes pathetically laughable and saying he should stick to hockey. Nesterov has yet to comment on whether or not he'll reprise his role as Grimes in the sequel announced earlier this week. I don't even think Frank's in chat tonight to enjoy that. That's a damn shame. I don't even think Frank is in chat tonight to enjoy that, and if he is, he missed it. Hilarious. Poor Frankie. Poor Frankie. Saying he's about as good as acting as he is playing defense. I mean, hey, Calgary brought him back to the NHL, so maybe he improved. Yeah, maybe he improved. Who's to say? Alright, the preseason is about done. I'm excited to see what this team looks like, because we are either going to stick with this team and add to it, or we're going to blow this up. I don't know the answer. I do not know the answer. But we are here. Opening day. Doesn't look like we've played a game yet. Waiting for the sim to stop. Again, the Ducks riding high as Stanley Cup champions right now. So we wait to see what happens. Any hope for roster strength for the PS5 version of NHL? I mean, for this year, no. For next year, I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. But, you know, not holding my breath because I'd rather just leave it as a pleasant surprise if something like roster sharing were to actually be added sometime soon. Holy hell! Okay, we got a bunch of updates here. Oh, I mean, Cameron, we're just started year 2. Alright, so our scouting report here from Brian Miller still has Matvei Michkov as the #1 in this draft. Wow, Connor Bedard on his rankings has fallen down to 6th. Interesting. You know, Dank, I actually didn't know that. Shout out to Tim Connolly for having an acting career. Alright, the Central Scouting 2023 draft. Connor Bedard is projected to be #1. But our scout does not have him at #1. It has Bedard, Michkov, Fantilli, Jones, Yarventi, Lindstein, and Zemlach being the top options. Plenty of players who are NHL caliber as well. Yeah, Dunno, right? It's either our scout's really goddamn good or he's about to be unemployed. Alright. Oh, shit. So Francois, Lettinen, Juice, Rumble, Peterson, Stud, and Dylan Coughlin all need to clear waivers. Hopefully they weren't claimed because it simmed beyond a day. Yeah, it's up to the 6th, so hopefully we didn't lose any... Oh, dude. Okay, I'm actually kind of mad because I said sim to the 2nd, right? I said sim to the 2nd, and it simmed beyond it. Because of that, we missed a chance to claim Brett Howden, Igor Shesterkin, who's not that good, I guess, Gabe Velarde. I guess we didn't miss out on anybody who was too good. I mean, we certainly missed out on some NHLers. But, yeah, decent amount of players got waived that we could have claimed. Josh Norris was waived. Dante Fabro, Eli Tolvanen. Jesperi Kotkaniemi we could have claimed, but it simmed further ahead than it was supposed to. That's normally why I go one day at a time. That's kind of annoying. That's kind of annoying. It is what it is. Are the Kraken in NHL 21? No. No, they are not. Alright, it's Dylan Coughlin. Gotta put you through waivers. Hope that you make it. Cole Fonstad, same thing. Put you through waivers and hope that you make it. I don't know if this just means that Jack is good and then he wasn't claimed. I hope that's the case. Because we're going to send down Blake Murray. And we should be okay. Yeah, hopefully we didn't lose anybody who we weren't supposed to. Yeah, Coughlin's the only one on waivers now, so we should be okay. Let's go one day at a time. Apparently we have too many players on the active roster. How? 6, 7, oh. Well, wait, Dylan Coughlin's on waivers, so it shouldn't matter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, it's because fucking... Didn't I send down? Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ah! Oh, Graham Clark wasn't supposed to be there. Whoops. There we go. We should be fine. So, yeah, we did kind of miss out on a chance to claim Kotkaniemi, which sucks. It was supposed to stop, maybe because it would have been identified as a personal message, but I'm pretty sure I hit the button to say go to this date and don't go beyond it. So it kind of sucks that it went beyond it. is all I'm going to say. Kinda sucks. As we have still yet to play our first game. We start off our season against Montreal. We get to the season preview. Early Stanley Cup favorites appear to be Vegas after signing Tomas Hertl. Colorado is still up there, as is Tampa. Winnipeg is the dark horse. Scoring race is likely to be between McDavid, Draisaitl, and McKinnon. Top defensemen identified as Yossi, Seth Jones, and John Carlson. Top goaltender Andrei Vasilevsky, now in Minnesota. And Connor Hellebuyck and John Gibson are also up there. So, again, we made that big deal to get rid of $9.5 million worth of Andrei Vasilevsky. We'll see if it pays off. We start our season against Montreal with a lineup of McCann, Carlson, Palmieri, Mikheyev, Rossi, Atkinson, Janssen, Larson, Gusev, Slapishev, Patrick, Hedl. Defensive OEL, Trouba, Letty, McDonough, Fowler, and Addison. Montreal, and I do want to look at what the AI teams look like, so maybe we'll do that here. But Lehkonen, Couturier went to Montreal, and Gallagher rounds out the top line. Second line, Drouin, Suzuki, Anderson, Toffoli, Caulfield, Ilanen, Vedamo, Kokaniemi, and Perreault. Defense, Edmondson, Weber, Romanoff, Petrie, Gouli, and Brook. And you know what? Let's actually take a look here then at what these teams look like. So again, for Seattle, we still have a very good team. Like, we lack a true superstar, but we still have a very well-rounded team. And if we do choose to blow it up, we could get a lot of assets for, a lot of members of this team. St. Louis, still led by O'Reilly and Tarasenko. They traded for Andrei Svechnikov. Nazem Kadri's there now, Max Domi. De La Rose actually turned into something useful. Still got like Vince Dunn, Robert Thomas, Ryan Dezingel's there. That's a pretty good team. Tampa is still unreal. Kucherov, Point, Stamkos leading the way. Ryan Pulock spurned us to go there. They have Risto, Sorelli, Sergachev still. So pretty damn good. Ended up with Puljujarvi as well. Toronto, led by Austin Matthews, his 5 stars. Marner, Tavares, Nylander still there. It drops off a bit from there into the 2.5-star category. Goaltenders are Joseph Wall and Artur Akhtyamov, who they drafted in real life this year. Vancouver, Pettersson, Binnington, Miller, Demko. Let's say Binnington and Demko. Quinn Hughes, Brock Besser, Schmidt, and Pavel Buchnevich. It drops off into the 2 stars from there. Shane Wright, though, they won the lottery, and Shane Wright has made the opening night roster. They also have Nick Badan, of course, who we fucked up and lost, and Vasily Podkolzin. A lot of potential in that Vancouver lineup. Vegas, Leonard, Pietrangelo, Stone, Hertl, Theodore, Pacioretty, and again down into the 3-star category. Big potential in Peyton Krebs, Brendan Brisson as well. So, tough to say Vegas is a bad team. Washington, you still have John Carlson, Backstrom, Kuznetsov, and Verana. Drops off a bit from there. Scott Lawton, of course, signed there. Big potential in Alexei Protas and Connor McMichael, as well as Logan Stankovens. They've gone with a pretty young lineup with a decent amount of potential. Winnipeg, Scheifele and Hellebuyck. Connor as well. Zibanejad signed there to go with Ehlers, Laine, and Wheeler. Big potential in Cole Perfetti. We've yet to see a bad team, really. And they do have a decent amount of 1.5 stars, but for the most part, they're not in the lineup. Anaheim, Gibson, Parayko, of course, went to Anaheim, making nearly $11 million a season. Henrique, Raquel, Silverberg drops off a bit from there, but Jacob Perreault, Lucas Dostal in the lineup, the big potential players there. Arizona, Freddie Anderson, Lawson Krause. Developed out of nowhere. He's not a big point getter, but he's a well-rounded player. Garland, Chychrun, Clayton Keller. Good potential, and Victor Soderstrom down here. Finnis and Hayton. Not the best team in the world, but not horrible either. Boston, Pasternak, Marchand, of course Bergeron retired. They have Philip Forsberg now, Charlie McAvoy. DeBrusk still has good potential. No major potentials there in terms of like young players to really take over. Swayman and Vladar, though, splitting the goal. Buffalo is Eichel, Hall, Dahlin, Skinner and Reinhart. Dylan Cousins in the lineup. Ryan Johnson as well. Buffalo's probably the weakest roster so far, but they do have a superstar in Eichel. So that helps a lot. Calgary, Markstrom, Goodrow, Kachuk, Monahan, Zach Hyman leading the way. Good potential. And Johnston, is that Wyatt Johnston? Wyatt Johnston down at the bottom. Brant Clark is on that team. Kaka Pelletier. Not bad. Carolina, Dougie Hamilton, Sebastian Aho, Jacob Slavin, Teuvo Teravainen, Mark Giordano went there. You got Ryan Suzuki with a really good potential. Seth Jarvis as well is on that roster. And not that bad. And think about how we compare to these teams. We're, not far off, if not better. Patrick Kane, Jonathan Taves, Braden Holtby, Lucas Wallmark, a lot of 3 stars there. Strome, DeBrincat, Kirby Doc, good potential for him. And Boakfist, really good potential for Alex Vlasic at the bottom as well. It's cut off on your screen, but 5 stars for him. Well, I mean, you can see it in the pop-up there. Yeah, I don't know, freaking fractured larynx or whatever, and Gio didn't retire. Colorado, you can see why they're cup favorites. McKinnon, Rantanen, Claude Giroux, Landeskog, Makar. It's insane. Big potential for Bowen Byram in a 5-star. That team's nuts. But in goal, they're relying upon Justus Annunen and Peter Kvaka. So, a weakness in goaltending for Colorado. Columbus has Seth Jones, Jaden Schwartz, Korpisalo, Dubois. Big potential players, pretty well rounded. Kiviranta now 2.5 stars. Dallas, Bishop and Sagan, Klingberg and Heiskanen, Jamie Benn still there, Hampus Lindholm. No major potentials. Cole Sillinger at a 4-star though. It's not bad. Detroit, looking okay. I mean, Mantha and Larkin leading the way. Letang signed there. Big potentials at the bottom with Lucas Raymond 5-star and Moritz Seider. So the rebuild's still going on. They have Dominic Kubalik now, though. Philip Zadina still there. Edmonton has Draisaitl and McDavid. Really falls off to Stastny and Bobrovsky. Big potential for Philip Berg at a 5-star. But Edmonton, maybe on the weaker side, but they have 2 of the best in the world. Florida, Huberdeau, Ekblad, Radulov for Tannen. So 2 former Kraken. What were the plural for Kraken? I don't even know. Spencer Knight, big potential for him. He's on that team. Not their starting goalie, though, probably behind Montembeault. LA with Lindholm, Kopitar, Dadonov, Doughty, Philip Deneau. He'll follow. Big potential, of course, for Quentin Byfield. 3-star, 5-star. Pretty damn good. Minnesota, of course, has Vasilevsky at the top now. Suter, Zuccarello, Gergensons, a lot of 3 stars. Big potential for Adam Beckman and Vladislav Firstov. So Minnesota's looking pretty good. Of course, we've already seen Montreal, but Couturier, Gallagher, Lehkonen. Big potentials for Caulfield, a 4.5-star. Caden Goulet, a 5-star. Nashville, Roman Josi at the top. Duchesne. Decent amount of 3 stars. Of course, Nick Cousins rejected us to go there. Big potential for Yegor Afanasayev at a 4.5-star. New Jersey with Alex Ovechkin, which is so weird. Blackwood, Nico Hischier. Big potential still for Jack Hughes at the 3-star, 5-star. Holtz and Johnson, both 5-star potentials, so it's going to be a dangerous forward core for New Jersey moving forward. The Islanders have Sasha Barkov and Matthew Barzal, which I hate because, god damn it. The NR category is just jersey number. I don't know why it's NR as opposed to, JN, but I guess because the word number starts and ends in R, but whatever. Yeah, wish we had ended up with Barkov, but he rejected us. Big potential. Wallstrom at a 4-star is not too bad. Rangers with Panarin, Horvat, Lafreniere. Capo Caco's still there as well. It's not a bad team at all. But they did lose Mika Zibanejad. See how they do. Ottawa with Shabbat, Murray, Kachuk. Murray's actually looking decent at this point. Big potential for Tim Stützle at a 5-star and Matt Sjogard at a 5-star. So, decent. Philly, Voracek, Ekholm, of course, left us to go there. Hart, Konechny, Nuge, JVR, Ghost Bear, Provorov is struggling at this point, only down to a 3-star. Big potential, though, for Cam York. Farabee and Frost. They might have had some stunted development here. Pittsburgh, Crosby, Malkin, Jari, Gensel leading the way. Good potential for Jake Ottinger, who of course left us to go there. It sucks. He gets to play behind Tristan Jari instead of probably being our starter, so thank you very much, Ottinger. San Jose with Erik Karlsson, Logan Couture, Vander Kane, and of course Morgan Rielly, who left us to go there. $9 million deal for him. They have $20 million wrapped up between Erik Karlsson and Morgan Rielly. Big potential there for Ryan Merkley at a 4.5 star. That's it. So a full look at what's gone on around the league. Our team is set for the season. I honestly think that we're going to be... I think we're going to be okay. At least I hope to God we're going to be okay. I can't say with certainty, right? But I'm going to be very intrigued to see just how well this team can compete. We really are well-rounded compared to some of these other teams. And like I said, worst case scenario, we struggle. I mean, yeah, we shopped Carey Price, Ryan McDonough, Atkinson. We get rid of a crap load of money. And we have plenty of players to bring in assets with, whether it be draft picks or not. And obviously, we still have like Rosen, Ratu, and Nemesnikov at the top. Thomas Bordlow dropped off a lot from that Brent Burns trade initially. But I think we're going to be pretty good. Fingers crossed, at least. Palm Spring Bitch Pigeons. What do they look like? I mean, not too bad for an AHL team. So, we will follow along with this team, see what we have to do. And, unfortunately, we don't really, we don't really have any clear-cut direction on where we're going to go with this team. It is solely dependent on how this team performs this year. We'll adjust on the fly and try to make the best of it. See how it goes.